Hey guys, before we get started, I just wanted to give a shout out to this new subreddit. It's r Theta Gang Options. So if you're not happy with some of the other subreddits that are out there, this is a nice clean server. The mods have reached out to me. They're allowing me to post my videos on the server. We don't have a lot of members yet, so it's a growing channel. But if you're not able to pay for the Discord server, get in this Reddit. It's obviously free, and it's a great way to interact with me and some of my other audience members. Hey guys, how's it going? Almost the end of another trading week, and let's do a couple things today. I put up a poll on YouTube, and the majority of you guys said you wanted to talk a little bit about the overall economy and see a little bit more data in my videos. So we'll start off by showing you some data that I came across for the overall stock market. Then, of course, we'll talk about my positions. And today, I wanted to make a video about NIO, ticker symbol NIO, because this thing has gone parabolic. I mean, it has earnings coming up, and this thing is just going to the moon. It was up another 12% today. So let's do some technical analysis on NIO, some price predictions, and see what the future may hold. Let's get right into it. Looking at the heat map here, you can see a lot of red on the board, right? Not really deep red, meaning it was kind of a flat day. And if you're in the Discord server, you know I kind of put out the message that, today is the kind of day that I'm going to sit out because there was just too much chop in the market. It seemed like the market didn't know what it wanted to do, so just kind of going up and down and up and down, and we just ended up as a flat day overall. I mean, take a look at big tech didn't even move 1% in either direction, but AMD 0.7% in the green, Nvidia 0.3%, Intel got beat down again, down 3%. Micron again 0.2%. So just kind of a guh day in the market today. And these are the days that are great if you have positions open and you just let time decay or theta eat away at your premiums. But I feel like these aren't good days to open new positions, at least for me, just because you just don't know what the market is doing. So I did not open any new positions today. Let's just take a quick look at AMD, because that's the position that I do have open right now. And you can see AMD kind of opened in the red for the first about hour or so, rallied up all the way up to 1.7% around 10:30 in the morning. Then we just slowly sold off all day long. But you can see it's a very jagged ride, right? It's just very choppy, just all day up and down, up and down, up and down. Seems like it was just a battle between the bears and the bulls all day long. And even after hours, we're still choppy. So AMD did open up, or I should say end the day 0.69%, nice, up, and then we're up another 0.13% after hours. But let's just take a look at the options chain, because that means that I'm actually down, quote unquote, even more money on my option. So I have a covered call that expires on December 24th, and I sold that at the $90 strike price because I own 200 shares right now, and I sold those for $296 a piece. Let's see what they're going for right now. So as expected, they are going for $222. Yesterday, they were going for about $205, if I remember correctly. So I am, quote unquote, down, or I'm not as profitable as I was. Looking back in hindsight, I was up 50% 2 days ago. The smart play would have been to close out that position 2 days ago and then reopen that position, like let's say, for example, today. Because 2 days ago, these things were trading for about $1.50. So they're up basically another 70 cents, right? So if I'd closed it, if I'd played this perfectly and closed this option 2 days ago and then opened it up again today, I could have made another $70 per contract. So another $140 on top of my original $296. But what are you going to do? Hindsight is 2020. It is what it is. I am a little bit bearish on the market, and I've been trying to go all cash. I kind of want AMD to get to above 90 so I can get my shares called away. And let's talk about why. So I came across this article on the New York Post. Actually, it was tweeted out, and it's because Bill Ackman has made another big bet on the market. So if you don't know who Bill Ackman is, Google him, because a few months ago, back when the illness was kind of at peak levels, he went on the air and he basically said, HE double hockey stick is coming, and everyone just got really scared. However, he hedged against it, as this article says, and his hedge basically netted him $2.6 billion. I mean, we're talking $2.6 billion in the matter of a few weeks, I think, or maybe even a few days. I don't know. But people are already talking about how this trade is going to go down in history as one of the best trades ever. So the fact that he's making another hedge, now people are kind of listening. So let's just see what the article says. And he said actually the day that Pfizer announced the vaccine, he said it's actually bearish because he says that now people will become more complacent about mask wearing, and he thinks that will actually cause the illness to spread even more. So he's, again, seems like betting that the stock market will go down. So he is a very smart guy, has a lot of money that he runs. So I have definitely taken notice when he's placing a hedging bet on the stock market. Now, another thing that I saw in my tweets today was this article from Bespoke. And I saw this chart here, and it was very interesting because it's looking at the S&P 500, the 50-day moving average spread, and they kind of break it down into extremely overbought, oversold, and extremely oversold kind of zones. And right now, we are in the overbought zone, and we're pretty much at the tippy top of it. So it looks like we're trying to get into the extreme overbought area. And you can see, just looking back in the past year, we haven't only gotten up into the extremely overbought area about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 5 or 6 times. And we don't really go deep into the dark red, right? We kind of break above it and then we kind of sell off. So everything that I'm seeing, even my gut feel right now, tells me that the market is really kind of peaking right now, or seems a little top heavy. So that's why I keep trying to go cash as quickly as possible, because I don't want to bag hold if we have another huge sell-off like we did in March of this year. So that's a little bit of market news for you. Hope you like that. If you like it, leave me a comment below. We'll do a little bit of this every single day, every single video, just as a quick teaser. And let's talk about NIO. So here's NIO, ticker symbol NIO. We haven't done TA on this in quite some time, so we're going to have to clean this chart up a little bit, do a little bit of editing. These are daily candles, so each candle represents 1 day of trading. And you can see basically from October 27th to today, this thing has just gone parabolic, right? I mean, it's a curve. It's not even a straight line. So let's do some updated technical analysis because we had another huge day today. It was up over 12%. We were green yesterday as well. You can see that big green candle here. And we have earnings coming up on November 17th, so within a week or so. Let's do some technical analysis. Let's update this Fibonacci. And actually what I want to do is, this bottom seems pretty accurate because the most recent low was around October 26th. I want to adjust the top value here to account for where we are today. And that's going to be basically today's intraday high all the way up here. And let's see how that shakes out for the technical analysis. NIO is hard right now to do TA on because if I zoom out here, you can see there's no historical price data. I mean, we're kind of week by week, month by month, basically just setting all-time highs. So there's not a lot of historical data to draw support and resistance levels off of. I mean, the closest area of support that I've drawn is around $28. And we've just kind of been staircasing up every single day. And to be honest with you, I don't really see any other areas of support or resistance right now. I mean, the obvious area of resistance is just going to be the all-time high right now, which is at about, just shy of $50, maybe in the mid 49s. But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? So I honestly cannot do a lot of updated technical analysis. I think we are going to have a pretty significant pullback for a few reasons. One, if I zoom out here, you can see that the stock trades very closely to this orange line, which is the 21-day moving average. But up until recently, we've kind of broken so far up and above this 21-day moving average that I think we're due for a little bit of a pullback. And the other thing that supports that is take a look at this RSI. We are extremely overbought on the RSI. I mean, the RSI is around 80, right? And we've been that way since about mid-October, which is why we've kind of had this gigantic run-up. The last time the RSI was pretty significantly overbought was around end of August, and you can see we did have a little bit of a sell-off there. Same thing back here in early July. Again, had a little bit of a sell-off. Both of these times, we kind of got far away from the 21-day moving average and we came back closer, right? Got away, came back closer. So right now, we are really far away. I think we are due for a pullback. I mean, we have to get back, in my opinion, to the 30s because we're trading in the close to 50s, basically high 40s, and that is way too crazy right now for NIO. I drew this trend line here, right? All the way back from about May to, I mean, we can stretch it out to now. Look how far away from this trend line is. You can see NIO's pretty well hugged this trend line for the past few months of trading. We've just gone parabolic. And as far as I know, there's no real kind of crazy news that accounts for this. I mean, yes, there's some sales figures and things like that. We'll really see what happens when earnings happens. But what I think is going to happen either before earnings or the day of earnings, I think we're going to have a significant pullback. I mean, so much so that I never do this, but I'm thinking, you know, should I buy puts on NIO right now? Because they're going to be really cheap because we've had a huge run up. So puts are going to be really cheap. And I think it's inevitable that this comes crashing down to earth. But we'll have to wait and see. We have 5 days till earnings, like I said. And unfortunately, I can't do a lot of TA on NIO. So let me know what you think. I know there's a lot of people on Reddit and a lot of people in my Discord server talking about NIO right now. So let me know if you have any position on NIO right now, if you've traded options or shares on NIO. And let me know what your plan is. Do you agree with my assessment or do you disagree? And if you disagree, what do you think is the top share price for NIO? Or what do you think a fair valuation for NIO is right now? I'm curious to hear your opinion. As always, if you're not in the Discord server already, make sure you get in there while we still have slots open. They're filling up fast. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And as always, happy trading.